Welcome, Cancer Leo, to your Astro Dice reading for November. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button. Okay, guys, I know these are a little late, but you know what? Better late than never. Okay, so did get two other readings out before this that were, to me, felt mandatory. So, okay, so I did get the full moon in Taurus out, and I did get the wrapping up 2025, okay, which a lot of people were still asking about that. So I want to make sure. And funny thing is, it was your sign that was asking. Most people were asking for that 2025 reading. So I did get that for you. So let's get in here, my friends. See what's going on. The beautiful Cancer Leo. For those of you who are new, this is where I take tarot with astrology and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. We are in Mercury retrograde, so welcome to Mercury retrograde, and today is the 11th, which we're also in Jupiter retrograde. So 2 retrogrades in one, and it is 11/11, portal 11/11. That video will be up ASAP. You'll probably get it back to back with this video. Get this video and then get that one. Second house coming out here, my friends. Venetian energy. Leo energy. Wow. Some heavy duty energy is coming out into the second house there. Anytime you have Venetian energy with that Leo energy, there's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of abundance, and a lot of self courageousness and willfulness. It's funny, that's me right there. Venus, Leo. My signs, since I am a Taurus Leo rising. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on. We have that Venus energy, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. With some Leo energy, the energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, passionate, and it focuses on the importance of self-belief. It's a lot of fixed energy, but you guys have Leo in you, so you're going to love this energy. I love it for you. Actually, all this fixed energy going on, it's very beautiful. Even though Libra is not a fixed sign, it doesn't matter. We're using the Venus side because I'm telling you right now that Venus right now is going to be that piece of that full moon in Taurus, because it's coming out. It's that Taurian energy that's in the air as we speak. Okay, so that's what's going on. Okay, into the second house, which is the second house of money, assets, finances, things that you value, your car, your house, your bank account, you know, your money, saved money, money that's coming in. So let's get in here. And getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. We're almost done with the beginning of the month, and that's okay. Let's just take a little bit of a review. All right? Let's take a little bit of a review here of what was going on in the beginning of the month, since we're in about almost the beginning of the month, mid-month now, right? So it says you had a little bit of temptation going on. There's a little devil energy right there. There could have been a little bit of greed when it comes to the Venus. Were you a little intoxicated when it comes to love, which turns into a kind of a little bit of a lustful thing, a little bit of a greedy thing? Maybe I'm over indulging in need, so it becomes greed, right? Working too hard for my desires, working too hard for success, where it's becoming a little toxic. Maybe I'm over drinking, so therefore a little gluttony. Venus takes it all, right? So you take all the beautiful things of Venus and turn her upside down, she becomes the gluttonous devil. Right? She goes from healthy to not so healthy. And then we have sacrifice, because she has a way of overindulging, right? Of course she does. Got too much. And then with the devil there, that's a lot of temptation of too much. Maybe somebody is tempting you in ways that are unhealthy, right? So whatever it is over here with this temptation of this devil, you will know what it is. And it felt like it was something that, okay, there's two scenarios here. I want to bring them both up. this is a general reading. Either you felt that you had to self-sacrifice something that you really wanted from this devil energy, or that the devil energy made you self-sacrifice something. Ooh, a 3. And then number 3 would be, I didn't 100% take it because I sat and I thought about the situation into a deeper contemplation of what the outcome would be. Oh, interesting, my friends. We'll know if this one's 3. For some reason, I want to say that this is 3. And not because it's the better version. You've been to my channel, I don't sugarcoat like that, so it's not that I'm going for the better version. I'm just thinking that because I know the way you guys go back and forth on a teeter-totter, you're a teeter-totter sign. So therefore, it's going to give you a little confusion. So I feel like you're going to say, but if I do this 100, didn't mean I didn't do some of it already. It's going to really mess me up. So I'm going to go think deeper about the situation. I'm going to pull back from the situation and go think about that situation. I do feel like a lot of you were already there. Like you're getting in the midst of it. Whether it's just a thought or the action in itself. You know. Maybe it's the thought, and then maybe you thought you were going to take the physical action towards the situation and you didn't. Now here comes the finances, material changes, bam, second house. Were you going to take that? Now look, it doesn't have to be anything super horrible, my friends. Just because it's the devil. The devil just says that I had the control over this situation. I worked hard for this, and I'm thinking a little bit toxic over here. I'm thinking I might take it all to the next level. Okay? So maybe in the financial material changes over here, maybe you're thinking, well, I saved all this money and I did all of this. Maybe I'm being a little materialistic. Maybe I'm thinking about blowing all my money when it took me forever. Whoa, maybe I need to stand down. Because maybe I've already spent a lot of money. I better stand down, better think, right? Because I mean, remember, you're in Leo mode, so you're a powerhouse right now. But that's also going to make you limelight. So you might even, oh my God, this is so crazy. Because when you're in a Leo mode, there could be people around you too who make you and are like building you up with the Venus. Venus is very flamboyant as well. Because she's the beauty of it all. So no matter what, you're in the limelight. You're limelighting. So you might even feel, for some of you, like you're giving all your money away for the beauty and power of love, and then you realize you take a step. Is it really love or was it lust? Because I like the desire, I like the attention. Oh my goodness. Okay, take that how it is. But you have the financial material changes. So whatever's going on, it's changing the way your material is coming in. And how's that changing it? Hold on. Let's grab a card. It doesn't look like it's for the better. It looks like it might be the betterment of fun with the devil. The devil can have a lot of fun. Yeah, hey. We're going gambling. Hey. Got enough money for Vegas. Taking moderation. There it is. It's moderation. Taking it out of moderation. So whatever you're doing, you were starting to take it out of moderation or thinking about taking it out of, like I said, it's going to be different for everyone. Did you already take it out or did you stand back to do so? Yeah, because some of you are going to have this self-awareness that I was already doing so, or this could get crazy. With the hangman there, I like it though, because that's actually telling you, whoa, you're going too far or you're about to go too far. That's it. Mid-month. Yep, going into a solitude mode now. Whoa, now I got to back up because now I have to put some boundaries and I have some discontent. There it is, 4 to the 4. Because of the sudden awareness, I realized, hold on, was I doing this for all the right reasons? I got bored. I was having fun, but then I went overboard. And now I'm bored. I have to leave the castle. I have to leave Vegas. I have to leave the fun behind because it's getting too expensive, or I can't really get there. And I wish I could, but it's costing me too much. So I have to leave. No matter what, you're leaving that behind. And you're just like, oh, man. And now you're in like this no fun zone. I'm sorry, that's the no. I'm sorry, when you have the solitude card, when you have the hermit to the 4 of cups, that's no fun zone. Absolutely, because your passion is ignited, or they're gone because the fire went away. Man, I tell you, if this wasn't just a horoscope, because it makes you wonder. Okay, so it makes you wonder too. Did the fun go away? Did the person go away? Did I stop giving to this person? Was it a Sagittarius? Did I stop giving them all this attention? Did they stop giving me all this time? I just knew that it just became this thing where it just burned away. Either because I knew I was spending too much money or was getting to that point to where it's going to be dangerous for my finances. One way or another. Well, man, it's like, thanks. Now I'm in Mercury retrograde, and it's like, thanks. And Jupiter retrograde, between the Mercury retrograde to Jupiter retrograde, it's like, man, all the fun is gone. Just burn the fun right out of that. I think, you know what, personally, what I think for the majority of you is it started so fast, like a fire, to where you didn't catch it. And then when you did catch it, you were like, whoa, you know what I mean? What the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? I just burned through half my money, maybe for this person, for this fun, spending too much money because I have an inheritance or I made a lot of money and now I burned it through material or on this person, whatever it is, person, place, or thing, it doesn't matter. But it just feels like, and it just felt like, well, like I said, either you're going to blow it all and you've realized it and caught yourself before you actually take action, or you already burned a hole in your wallet. And for a lot of you, I think it's for someone. Because I think you were getting a lot of attention. I think there's a lot of limelighting. I think it was a lot of fun, a lot of lust, a lot of woohoo. And then you just realize it's like the night at Vegas just became a nightmare. And what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? And of course, you're not all in Vegas, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's just metaphoric. But I do feel like it could have been so worse. I do feel like you with that self-awareness, you caught yourself. Misdirected activity, no passion. I don't have any more passion left for this situation. No more motivation. Now I'm uninspired. I realize what's going on, and dang, there was a lot of deception, a lot of manipulation, a lot of haphazard action, or could have been a lot of haphazard action because of what's going on. And I'm praying that for a lot of you, it was just all talk that could have ended up in haphazard action and you caught it before it happened. But unfortunately, a lot of you, you're going to say, nah, it happened. I did it. And I had to make myself stop because I did realize what I was doing. Yeah. You're going to start realizing it right now. It's going to start hitting you like, you know, like a brick of, like bricks, a load of bricks. Yeah, financial independence. There could have been some self-centeredness going on and some jealousy. You might even feel like there was a lot of smothering, but I feel like there was a lot of lusting things going on. In the end, I don't feel like for a lot of you that the smothering was a bad thing. You have the Leo and the Venus. I think that if you actually did have this smothering, that was a part of the lust and stuff for a lot of you. So I felt like the smothering was actually the both of you. That's not a bad thing. I felt like it was a good thing. For some of others of you, you might feel like since you pulled back from this situation, this person might be acting a little self-centered, causing a little bit of conflict and trying to smother you, even though you've backed up and you're like, whoa, maybe this is not for me. So you got yourself out of this relationship. It was just a fast, furious little thing, but you might feel like, I don't know, if it was a relationship, it was very intense. To where all of a sudden it's like you have this wake up call and you're like, whoa, this is not it though. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was only built on love and money and, having a good time, but there was nothing else there, then yeah, I mean, that's great one night stand, the weekend warrior relationship, you know what I'm saying, where we went out and had fun type of thing, but it's not good it's not the kind of like I'm going to stay with you forever or bring you home to mom type of scenario. And And then it could end up in smothering, because now all of a sudden they might be blowing off your, blowing up your phone, and you're like, no, it's all over. That was cool. It was good. You could have that playboy, playgirl kind of energy. But I don't care what you say. It's on both sides. They can't, if they want to come back and say you played me, bullshit, they played you too. Because you can totally see that it's the same energy between the two. The only difference is that one of you might take it more serious than the other in some ways. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Yeah, they might feel like you took advantage of the situation, or that you should have taken advantage of the situation. So remember, if you didn't do so, this person thinks you should have. If it was just a material thing, you're just like, shit, I just screwed myself, or thank God I didn't screw myself for this situation. No matter what it is that you're trying to rebalance yourself for this situation. And then there's that Venus in reverse. Like I said, rebalancing your situation, because what did I say? She wants what she wants. And what does she want over here? She wants the freaking world. Over here, she wants the world good. Over here, she wants the world in envy. This is embarrassment. This is infidelity. These are all the things that you have here that are in reverse. That's where the valuables becomes greed. That's where the indulgence becomes, if it's food, it becomes, you know what I'm saying? It becomes, let's just put it this way. Venus in reverse is the 7 deadly sins. 100, plain and simple, that's it. If you don't know what they are, Google it, because I'm going to tell you right now. She becomes the gluttony, the pride. Okay. 100. Venus in reverse is 7 deadly sins. She could be so beautiful right side up, but in reverse, it becomes very, now we become infidelity, right? Now we become everything in reverse. Okay, so just so you know, so you're going to overcome the obstacles and challenges. And that's what it's saying. You're starting fresh, understanding where your fruits are, because you kind of screwed this one up or was thinking about doing so. But I think that even if you were thinking about it, because I know some of you are going to be like, and it didn't happen. I only thought about doing so, but I had to redirect my energy because I already did spend. No matter what you did spend, though, you did spend some money, didn't you? You did. You still did something. You might have not done it all because you caught yourself, but the majority of what you were doing was, if you were in that area, was thinking. Because you said, well, I bought this, maybe I should go, oh, wait, no, stop. See what I'm saying? So, harmony. I'm thinking it might be Veterans Day because I got airplanes outside. Is it Veterans Day, guys? Yes, it is. Okay. I have airplanes outside going, and they always do that. I'm in Palm Springs area, so the Palm Springs hangar, we have a World War II, World War I, and World War II hangar, and they use all the World War I and II airplanes outside. It's really cool, guys. But anyways, I can hear them going all over the place, but they only do it in Memorial Day and Veterans Day, so I was like, is it Veterans Day? Okay, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it's saying you're going to turn yourself back to where it is. Okay? If you guys like this, hit that big old like button. And if you keep finding yourself at my channel but haven't subscribed, hit that big old subscribe button. And if you know someone who is a Cancer Leo and this resonates with them, go ahead and share this video. Might be helpful to someone as well. Helping out a friend. Yeah, trying one more time. I just feel like you're just going to say, you know what, this is not where I wanted to be. This was a mistake. Or, or it was fun while it was, but it became my challenge. It became my challenge. And now I'm going to get rid of the devil energy. So now you got Venus in reverse. You got the temptation in reverse. So you're saying, where I let it get out of control, I'm taking back my power. I'm, not going to let the devil, I'm detaching from this energy. Yeah, I had a good time. Come on. Even if you had a good time, and we can use the devil as a good time, this doesn't make us evil. It's not a bad thing. It's just how far did you let it go? And especially when she's right side up, because it's saying, ooh, now we're on the verge of destructive behavior, right? Now we're on the verge of that restriction. We're using that materialism, okay? We're becoming a little too much fun. So just watch that, my friends, and until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.